They're going tough on this.
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
Okay, am I crazy or did the graphics change? Maybe it's just a timer thing. Holy. I don't recall ever signing up for anything, but...
My people are used to the desert life, but still, I hope... One day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own and leave sandstorms behind for them.
The campaign begins.
What the heck was that?
There is no escape!
since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town.
I'm sure we're gonna coincidentally run across them right now.
Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to? If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Hello, you must be the traveler in Paimon?
Oh, wow.
Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately.
A wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's go!
A nation that doesn't exist. I don't get the name of this. What nation? Conria?
By royal decree.
Wait, in the city? Oh wow. Whoa, what the hell? This is a close variant, but I'm only showing this because I'm close to it. With the something of something. What?
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
You. He's specifically after you, Yehoda.
Everyone's here already. Hey!
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rarir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until...
And we're sure that...
Ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystal Knight itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki contains all but completely diminished.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Paimon, do you have eyes? Look at that.
Kavaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rarir just after regaining his body?
Oh god, you know how, I guess it really doesn't matter because he never has to actually fight us head on in order to regain his full power. We would have to seek him out ourselves.
There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Not Krai, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Varka.
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name,
might have to check to see if
title,
you're real.
we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Exactly. And I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Krai, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
That'd be 3 more than we had before.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. And if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki. Somewhere like the Eye of Krai, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these 2 locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
Are you...
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
You don't know how else is on Hisi Island? Colombino.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
And if we do run into Ririr, what then?
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Didn't you say the 3rd rule was go with the flow?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rarir...
All right, we better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
I like this. Showing everyone working together instead of it just being you.
Yes, Mona, the mightiest...
looking for me?
Uh,
After sensing your arrival, I wanted to see how close I could get to you from behind.
Because you had nothing better to do? Or...
Is that how it seems? No different than when I was with the Fatui then. There was never much for me to do. The Tsaritsa only sought the power of the moon goddesses. I was never dispatched to see Zenosis or anything like that. Take walks, watch the moon, sometimes sing. But I came to do that last one less and less after Sandrone forbade it.
She didn't like your singing?
I think she didn't like her singing.
She praised it, actually. But I had only recently joined the Fatui then, and she said my singing set the others on edge. Because, for those not in the know, it seemed like I was about to use some sort of power.
Oh, huh. Paimon can sort of understand that.
I don't.
Oh, and there was another reason. She
I was
said she
just,
did
that's
most
what I
of
was
the
gonna
research
say.
at night. So if I sang during the day, it would disturb her attempts to catch up on sleep. So, I used to just sing outside her door at night instead. But still, she always chased me away.
Uh-huh.
Get along? When we first met, Arlecchino did seem eager to get along with me. She often showed up behind me without making a sound, like I did to you earlier. She said it was an attempt to test me, I believe. I too attempted to join in on the game, but she always managed to spot me before I even got close. Eventually, I resorted to using Kuvaki and managed to give her quite a scare from behind. But she never played that game with me again after that.
Yeah. Paimon does.
What else? Oh, I obliged him a few times, but it was so dull. Use Kuvaki to strike this. Use Kuvaki to control that. I stopped going after a while.
She's so gorgeous.
Yes. Even though I've run away from home, I do have some fond memories of it all the same. Arlecchino and Sandrone treated me quite well, along with...
The captain? Oh.
Give me your hand.
Listen, she was gonna murk me. It was her or me.
Rosaline taught me it's important to always express gratitude to others. So, thank you for listening to me. I believe that's enough for today.
Whoa, that was sudden. Yeah, guess you're right. Whoa.
Are you crying?
squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flintz?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rarir. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one! Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
No, it's coming from...
No!
Silver Moon Hall! The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick!
Wait, they're doing this at the very fucking start?
Why is he attacking the damsel elect? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
My go! Oh, not the kick!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now you shall plunge into darkness. Felindus, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
I'm gonna need some intervention. Oh, what?
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Okay, so when we first came into that area, I was like, this looks like the fight where the fight in the trailer took place, but I didn't want to say nothing because, like,
That was too
I don't know.
close.
I don't know why. I did not expect it to happen so fast.
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? how'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by
He's a threat to the
conventional
entire world.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it.
I don't like the injury she got, though.
I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge. It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on.
So, or it could be any number of things, or it could be a combination of things.
But right now, devising a counter strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nodcry undetected. No, I can't say that. Come on.
Running is our only option. Running is
No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
I can't wait to see her face.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf. A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
That's not why. You deserve a place.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
Oh god, the archive fan fiction. I can see it already.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Rira's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But nothing. For once in your life, let other people take care of you. You've been used your entire existence. Enough is enough.
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scion so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything. and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
I can't believe Columbina's here.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
I'm a C6.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
From the moment I was born, the word itself is...
The 3 moons are not one and the same. As
Right.
the goddess of the Frost Moon,
We established
I
that there
cannot
was a
wield the powers of the other 2.
It sort of rejuvenated her, but she couldn't actually use that power to do anything with it. She just got a little better.
Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched,
Right, yeah.
I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow.
So she can turn it into her own power, but she can't manipulate and use their powers.
But this method of recovery is painfully slow.
It's the Wild Hunt!
Even faster than we expected.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us.
Then what are we waiting for?
Defensive mode engaged. Annihilation mode.
They just keep coming! It's driving me nuts!
Maria's closing in on us. We need to take a look.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's house to escape. This goes on much longer.
That's really cool.
That was too close! We barely made it out of there alive! What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
What?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by...
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her. We weren't there.
Yeah, we didn't see
What
how it
the
all
hell?
started.
Kutar, can you shed any...
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait.
There are many I've never met why he holds me.
Kutar.
There are many potential. It is also possible, but
Did I fail it?
Counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against
I
him.
must have
Surely
reset
our-
it.
No.
Running is our own.
Huh?
You seem surprised.
Well,
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote.
Yeah, I must have reset it
What
by
is
walking out.
The
I thought
frost moon.
We can't just
it
roll
didn't seem
off.
like they were dying.
besides, she
So I
pretty
went to
much
see
saved my life
Lee.
back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of...
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee.
But
Kutar, I know they would make self-centered wishes. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change. After much reflection, any relationship based on need, you were born here.
thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. Very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were...
It is. Rejected by the world. My power is...
What do you mean?
The 3 moons belong to the 3 moons, yet moonlight. But this meth...
It's the wild hunt. Even faster than we expected. We'll have.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away.
Then what are we waiting for?
Receive my blessing by the frost moon.
Annihilation mode.
Oh, the stuff keeps coming. This is driving me nuts.
Rear closing in on us. We need to head up the base.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Star's help to escape. It goes on much longer.
Preparing for dust. Peanut begins immediately.
Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Dust.
For the everlasting curse. Next to me.
Annihilation mode.
Let's get it on!
Oh, Varka! Is that his skill is gonna have some kind of teleportation thing?
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
How are you, Uncle Varka? You're back from Amspartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move!
Something wrong with the eyebrows, bruh.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Krai, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network. AKA the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Krai, as an expeditionary force on foreign soil. Working with them has offered... Anyway, where were we? Folks from Krai should be pretty familiar with me by now. But I believe this is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Krai?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Why are you letting Aino tell the story?
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this wild hunt activity in Krai is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. That's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt, and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next.
That's true.
And to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while Aino was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast.
What was her name?
I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
Nicole.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nodkrayan Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Not Krai of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
Nope.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rerir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodkrai's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rerir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How so?
Have you thought of some?
Yeah, find one of the moons. Or another moon marrow.
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power, enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
Oh.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, as you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his Wild Hunt form, people's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nodkrai for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nodkrai has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh?
That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
What?
She heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarier. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Krai. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Neffer? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Krai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig.
Of course she is.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel,
oh come on,
after,
like seriously,
she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh? Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rarier. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flins, that fragment that Rarier was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. And Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nodcry. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed!
Okay. Oh, cool! We get to split up and do different things? Now hold.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau?
Hold on, I'm gonna come back with some food. I have a feeling this is gonna be a long conversation. These heels are fucking killer. So I have 2 things of Powerade, a shit ton of gummy bears, and 5 tangerines because why not?
We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck.
I love her already.
Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
I need fan art of her.
You really think that's gonna scare us off?
I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Zandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against,
What
we'll
do
let
you
you
mean
leave
you
in one
detain her?
piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Get fucked.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Oh, is this her theme song?
Zandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
I'm sorry, everyone. You can probably hear the gummy bears.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time
Okay,
and
lady, whatever.
satisfy my own curiosity.
Ad Astra
Whatever
Apps.
miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
What?
What?
Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Krai?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Krai are me and... what is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Not hold up. You're telling me that she put on this whole act about not caring about what she wanted, but the moment she mentions that all she wants is to talk to someone else, she starts acting like that? OMG.
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
Right. That's right, she doesn't know about the Blood Moon Dynasty.
Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent and sensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than the multi-centenarian goddess, who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment.
I wouldn't say it's an act. When it comes to non-business things, she might be a lot more genuine, but when it comes to business, she's probably exactly as sadistic as she sounds. I don't think it's all an act. I just think, like, when it comes to more personal things, she's definitely not our friend. I can tell you that much.
Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Favronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Oh, that's gonna bring her quick.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
He would have
But
definitely.
that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do.
And what
The
reason would
Tsaritsa
that
gave
be?
you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Guess that's our cute.
That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, Wild Hunt is here?
Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in a weapon system.
As long as we're talking about something that threatens them too, and for something that's not her official business, I think it's okay to say be careful.
Don't tell me what to do. Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the 2nd floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Me? Check yourself, lady.
Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Oh, shit! I didn't realize I was playing. Buzzsaw? I like this. Did I get a sniper? Yes!
That's it. Keep them pinned down. Don't let them get near.
I was like literally thinking, give me a sniper. Give me a buzzsaw.
get in!
I don't like this. He's gone. Or
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey, over here, you big...
Curse. Moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
this loading screen. I was wondering about the Sumeru store.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frost Moon Scions.
Why would that be?
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumeru decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
Okay.
For once,
So we're gonna
I
go
believe
into the
you.
past or something? Is
When
that
you're
the
up against
is that the
a foe
crazy
like
ass
Rarir,
dude who's
there's
obsessed
no
with
such thing
people
as being too prepared.
in the trailer?
Is there anything I can do
That's
to
what I
help?
feel like.
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day.
Really?
Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Eh?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
She's like,
I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora.
oh please
Heard
give
you
me the
doubled my
music.
usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
make it big in Nodcry. It's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Nodcry. My trusty assistant, and wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself, I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sung in the Bay is nothing if not generous.
Yeah, when your starting fee's like probably like 6 million gil, 10% off.
Let me guess. You run into some trouble?
You guessed correctly.
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasure.
You're
a powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Nodcry in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can...
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Of course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, alright? Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1 million mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Nefer is so friggin' beautiful.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever. So remember. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past.
What is this artifact she has? Hopefully we find out who Thelindis is.
I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and... Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came... Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name, but they might.
Is that Thelindis? Is this mirror Thelindis? Whoa! What's that one streamer? I forget her name. She's gonna cry over this.
Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Thelindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about others, but if he invites me again...
Thelindis. That's...
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick... Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushroom. That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings.
Okay, I did not know that Conria was underground.
They even use...
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to...
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional, despite what he's become. Did Rary rip it out and...
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool, the burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled.
Thelindis wasn't like an angel or anything, was she?
It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the burial place.
I'm really interested in this artifact first. This is very powerful stuff. Explains why she's able to get so many secrets, but not exactly...
Revere! Over here!
What? No. Show us the
Dane!
face.
Oh, and, Vedelson here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Revere. You need not address me so formally.
Oh, come on. Nah, no, you're not doing
this. He doesn't
this.
get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink.
Well, I'm flattered.
So...
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be a member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up?
It's nothing.
Vanifulnir, Daneslif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary. Said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man.
So what was Rary, an assassin?
And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Why did he react so strongly?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. Perfectly normal. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Oh, she's pretty. She's very pretty.
Felindis? You're back early.
Oh my gosh. She's gonna reject him, isn't she? He has to be like some kind of assassin.
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been?
She honestly looks like she could be an in-game playable character.
Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifenir showed up today too.
Ah, Mr. Vedifenir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
Now hold on a second. He hates the moon. He hates the moons, right? The Lindis is something we hadn't heard of. But when he freaked out, he talked about how there was nothing left in the world worth saving or living for or loving. It was all basically a sick joke. Was she like sacrificed to the moons? I feel like if she had just simply said, I can't accept you for whatever his job is, I think it's like an assassin or something like that. But if she had said she can't accept him for that, that would have nothing to do with the moons. So something related to the moons must have happened to Felindis, which drove him into a frenzy, basically.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed...
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Revier.
Because he knows what's gonna happen to her.
We're nobodies. Why would the visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Nah, I'm sorry, lady. You have a custom NPC design with custom, really cool hair. And you're very pretty. You're definitely...
Maybe you're right.
In trouble.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember.
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into...
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
But she did, didn't she? Because she died. And the moons had something to do with it. And Vedifenir knew.
Nobody's. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedifenir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference.
The 5 sinners betrayed Conria. She probably dies, something related to the moons, and Vedifenir knew that. And he becomes one of the 5 sinners because he must have had a personal reason to disavow them. Being wrapped up in your research, being able to see the future, being a warrior who seeks out greater challenges, all that stuff I could understand as being them thinking, not caring about Conria. But this guy? It has to be personal.
Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
The purge? Oh, that's right. Please don't tell me she's of the Crimson Moon bloodline, and please don't tell me that he's gonna be assigned to kill her.
The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no... A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Thelindis, It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us.
I don't like
but
this.
By the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revere.
I can't with this music.
I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
I don't like this at all.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
Your last happy moment.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really good.
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rere was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work?
I thought he was just in this. Well, no, he uses a weapon, so he's more than just an intelligence gatherer.
Let's dig a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rahier of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse. Khanria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
So they worship the iridescent moon?
That's not entirely true. Much about many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
but I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
If the remnants of the Crimson Moon killed Felindus, then yeah.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and take care, Rahier of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Felindus, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you. The Moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Felindus.
But you don't, do you?
Rarir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsliff. I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try somewhere?
You sure about that, Nefer?
So, he's late after all. Are you waiting for someone, ma'am?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch.
Don't trust the child!
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty
Don't
as you.
trust the child! Don't trust the child!
For someone so young.
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Not long ago, the Rahier of Solnari led an assault.
Sorry, I don't know.
Wait. Hear me out. His name is Rahier.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to...
Why are you...
Simple.
How strange. Rarir couldn't possibly... Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer.
I'm so interested in this now. Maybe they turned her against him?
So that was your doing?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy!
I think half the reason Nefer keeps Jehoda around is because of the praises.
I gotta admit though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside.
For now.
That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. Especially the group with the Traveler.
If you're worried about them, go see...
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Why she got a magnet as a necklace? Holding up her weird outfit. This is so cool. I love this. It's probably gonna be right here.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly. Oh, that's never gonna. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once. Oh, guess you're right. We almost got spotted.
Did I get my roll? Where's my roll?
Phew, that was a close call. Watch out! He's coming this way!
Do you guys not have eyes?
We're nearly there.
They don't have eyes. I kind of forgot about that. It's like, how can you not see me?
Oh, there's no end to these things.
I could really use an Arlecchino right now.
Fire.
Fire?
It's been 2 days. Long enough for someone to travel here.
What's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire!
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
Chair sitting meta.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You can't!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
She looks mad about her tea time.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
No friggin' way.
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Huh. How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
When that's like, fuck you.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
No one's getting my tea anymore. Here's my tea, by the way. Ain't no way Arlecchino's in friggin' Aino's base. I think I just healed.
Let night fall. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
I'm pretty sure I fucking healed.
Sellers from this.
Really? Your top secret base is right by Aino's place? Like the biggest landmark in the entire Nodcry? One of them.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy us some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino. Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Where have I seen?
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just we have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow.
You knew the
which
whole
will help her
time?
restore more of her power.
Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the... But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the...
I didn't mean to skip that, but...
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehuda, time to share that top-secret intel.
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called dregs of the Crimson Moon.
So they either managed to turn Felindis against him, or they killed her. It's starting to seem like the former.
The dregs of the Crimson Moon?
Mm-hmm. In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, in those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least what's the matter?
Granddaughter.
I don't know Rhindaughter's part in all this, but Vedafernir obviously knew what was going to happen and didn't tell him. And then Felindis either died from the Crimson Moon Dynasty, died because he was ordered to kill her, and because she was helping them, or they turned... Okay, so he could have been ordered to kill her irregardless, right? He could have been ordered to kill her because she was working with the Crimson Moon Dynasty after she learned what they did. Or they could have turned her actively against him.
Interesting. Anything else?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Well, I didn't know that.
And one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Felindis's memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Felindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Felindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blood Conrians we're talking about here?
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian...
Oh.
Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the captain.
If we could somehow find...
It's possible. But it would take that merchant who never knows. Dory?
Alright then. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the Wild Hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too.
I'll head back to the Curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flints, Ino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then?
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now I decide. Stay safe, everyone.
What reinforcements? Albedo? Albedo. Albedo.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally. And Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right. Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flint's?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the wild hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the wild hunt had already occurred in Nodkrai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nodkrai are rallying to fight back against the wild hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What does that mean?
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
We already decided that Inefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsvartnir on her own. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
If she knew the location of Iridescent Moon, I don't understand.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Yeah, we've been here a lot of times.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all, we still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the Iridescent Moon's marrow is, how do you?
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon.
Oh, right.
And one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Yeah, but Columbina's the sole inheritor of the Frost Moon, and she didn't know where the frig it was. No, she is the... What I meant was she's a literal moon goddess, and she didn't know where it was, so why would that guarantee that even someone who's descended from that bloodline would know?
Huh? Are you serious?
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, There are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan.
What?
Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes, and that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug-of-war.
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait.
Paimon has a question. Does that mean that... Paimon has a question. So, the crimson moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Does that mean that...
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the
Which
abyss.
I did know that.
Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project. Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letters, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody. Correct?
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are.
Right.
So with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started?
She gonna open up a portal to the abyss.
When I first became a harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Harry, also known as Leobranto Inamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. But setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of induction ceremony?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world.
There's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves? Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
That won't be necessary.
Yeah.
The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual
I
is
knew it.
crossing the flames between two worlds.
I mean, she walked straight to a doorway.
The
Well,
flames
not a
that
doorway,
burn
an
within
arch.
me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the easy part. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the pass. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my...
Mistress of the seven hues of ages, great mother of the crescent, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
What? The flying...
One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Got it! I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. All right, let's go.
Not terrified at all.
I feel your presence and greatly death and rebirth. Wait, why are you? You have crossed over from another world. And you itself. I have no right to.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
Careful! There's something Paimon's right. By the way, Kalambina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that
Abyss.
possible?
has to be the abyss. Feels kind of crazy that they're gonna conclude this main Archon Quest in 4.2. I really feel like they should extend it to 4.2.
Final warning! Shine down! Odds revealed! Book alive!
Oh, wow. That looks sick.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Alright, so if I go over here, will I go back to... Okay, I thought I was losing it because I was like, oh wait, I saw the full moon, right? But I didn't see those black tendrils. Huh. I was like, I didn't see those like broken shadow fragments and all that stuff. Black tendrils. Oh please, like one ruin guard is gonna stop me.
Drop your weapons! Illusion shattered! You're dead meat!
Hello, super terrifying Eldritch looking abomination fused with my enemy.
Huh? Huh? For real? That's weird!
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water. Wait, see that? Looks like a... Looks like a device from the time of Krai. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's name, and they left this behind. Look, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Hey, look at that! Do you think these mechanisms might be...
Felindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
Oh god. When Yehuda said she sounded like she's hiding something, I was like, I didn't detect anything.
I hope this isn't ruining date night. Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Melindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh yeah.
The Abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said. Whenever I see this view, waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest, mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to rest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of
What
the
do you mean,
Crimson
of
Moon
all
space.
people?
This has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Shine down! Step alive!
Oh. Was
I see. So the moon marrow,
No,
or
no.
rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking.
They did say something about stepping into the reflection.
If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end.
Yeah!
Man, I had so many theories about this. So I'm Dale, I don't care. Yeah. So we just step into the reflection?
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be... Oh, Rarier. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness.
Does she hide our spaceship? Okay, so was Lindis working with them before or after? It seems like she worked with them after, but she was researching it with the Crimson Moon people. So she was researching this beforehand and knew about him, but had no personal interactions with any of the Crimson Moon Dynasty, Blood Moon Dynasty herself.
If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber.
It must be.
Then there's no time to...
Oh shh. I'm kinda scared.
These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow! That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Oh, Ganyu. I wish you were here. Oh, they disappeared. I didn't have to do anything. Purify? Can I do that? I mean, I know I can. Like...
I finally... The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away. If we can purify the abyssal power with...
But what I meant was, like, that's a lot of abyssal power to purify. Or I guess not.
It's so... cold.
What?
Is it you? Huh? At long last, I can see you once more. I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart. As death drew near, the moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us? All that you look so... But trust me when I say...
Was that her name?
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
Or the original?
None of us have ever met her before, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. That should help you regain your strength, right? Alright, time to leave this place and be... That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
Not good.
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it?
The abyss.
The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy. Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart!
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise. What are you waiting for?
Oh boy. What was that voice?
We made it!
Was that like a corrupted version of the iridescent moon?
Was that you, Arlecchino? Did you save us? Hey, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
Fair.
But surely... Oh, we're so sorry, Arlecchino. Paimon can't believe you
She
made the
didn't,
sacrifice like this
Paimon.
for us.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal. Well, Columbina.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return.
That's kind of gay, bro. What?
Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina, are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are a little at odds, that's all.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned, at least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough. There's no way I can hope to challenge Rayrear like this. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Not Krai. The Rayhear of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who you are.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Rayrear.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rayrear, give it some thought. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character.
That's crazy.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's arrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
I summon thee!
This is a lot